I need 1 minute.
Would you give me a thumbs up?
Yeah. I'm just posting a live feed, Kat.
Isn't it wonderful? It's to be alive! Woo! Tracy, you're kind of
Does anybody have an apron they're not using at their table?
Yes. Edith, did you change your mind? Are you sure? We have thoughts. You find it. Kathy, what's your cat?
I really don't.
I mean, this is all.
I'm going to give you Tracy first.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Isn't this wonderful? So here we are. We're going to have our first Scragger Senior Center paint night. Keep watching, and Tracy's going to teach you amazing things. Our artist, Tracy, I've known her forever as Tracy Berry, and that's what you'll find her on the internet under Tracy Berry. And your beloved name now, Tracy.
Also, I am Tracy Berry Hopkins now as well.
Anyway, I just wanted to give you a little bit of housekeeping and then I'm going to have Tracy take over. The coffee is decaf. There's also a full thing of water. If you want tea, I have it at the center. I have hot chocolate as well. I just have to go grab it for you. The center, if you're not into decaf for whatever reason, we do have a Keurig already fired up, and the pot. I wouldn't sleep, so I thought of you guys and made sure for decaf. We do have refreshments at some point during the night. You can go and help yourself. There's plates. There's look at Vanna back there is working for me too. So yeah. Other than that, I want you just to relax and have fun and don't worry worry about anything, but, you know how they say paint like, dance like nobody's watching? Paint like nobody's watching.
So yeah, welcome everybody, everyone at home that's watching right now, everyone who's here in the room, thank you so much for having me. Thank you for the Schreiber Senior Center for having me in. I love to come and visit, I love to share my passions. That's what I'm getting to say, and it's been 2.5 years since I've been able to do this. So I'm just itching to be able to just have this time, this very special day with all of you, and thank you for having me. So, yeah. So a couple different things that we're going to start with today is, of course, I just put these paintings in step by step with you all kind of thing, and then I always allow you to have a twist of kind of inspiration and creation come out in it. We're all individuals, and especially on International Women's Day, that's what we're celebrating, so we're all strong individuals, and we create our own path. So thank you so much for being here today, and it's my birthday. Keep it going. There you go. Okay, so anyways, what we're going to need, I want to make sure that everyone at home and up can run and go and get I guess the supplies if they need to, or if you're playing this back later on, you'll be able to run and get the supplies as I explain to you what we're going to be using. And everyone who's here in the room today, as I list them off, just make sure that they're in front of you and you start to adjust them so that you are comfortable at your table. Just like you're, at your family dinner, like, why would you put it to the right? Put it on the left, like it's how it is in my house. That's what I want it to be like today. Okay, make yourself comfortable like you're at home. So the first thing we're going to start off with is your lovely canvas. Now it should be nicely clumped up on an easel. If you are someone who loves to paint and does it often on your phone already, and you enjoy having it not on an easel, and you already know you like it laying flat down, you can make that choice now before we get started. So it's up to you. And throughout the workshop, of course, if you want to, you're saying, I think I would rather lie this down at this point. It's like, I need the support, right? Do you like this? Do you like that? Sometimes it's nice just to have it flat down so everyone can like look over. But again, it's a preference point, okay? Your arm starts like hurting, just move it around or lie your canvas flat down. So, what's next? So we got easel, we got canvas. We need a cup of water. Does everybody have a cup of water in front of them? Not for drinking, but for your drinking. Okay, good. Now, every good artist makes a mistake at taking a little bit of a sip of the paint cup. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're going to become a Picasso real soon if you do that, okay? So then we're going to have our palettes that we're going to be picking up in a little bit. So, and then we're going to have our, what else? And red that we're picking up in a little bit. So even though you see that up here, you will have that soon. The next thing that you need is your napkins. There should be like a napkin folded in thirds. Nicely to your right. Everyone has it, yeah? Good, awesome. Paintbrushes, this is what we're going to need. Oh, I'm missing the fourth one, that's okay, I'll get it. You need a large, flat paintbrush. Let's see, large and flat paintbrush. It should be cut straight across, nice and flat. Yeah, absolutely. Put that one off to the side, that's what you're going to need first. Then, what I like to call a chiseled edge angle brush. You're going to have the second largest, it's like a medium-sized brush, and it should have an angle, so it's actually cut on an angle. Now this one is absolutely great for picking up dollops of paint and being able to angle cut or curve or create these lovely little happy trees, okay? Does everybody have that? Angle brush, not gonna run it over to you. Good, good, good. All right, I want to hear someone cry. I ain't running to you. Good? Good? Yeah? Awesome. Gentlemen, moving around too much back there, you got a wide angle on me.
You're pretty good.
We're good?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Next thing we're going to need is we're going to have a smaller brush than that, okay? And it should have kind of a rounded, nice edge on it. The name of this brush is absolutely losing, it's not even in my mind right now. I don't know what it's called, sorry about that. But it looks like this. You got it? Yeah? Yeah? What is it called? Half moon, who knows? Let's make up a name. Let's call it Baby Bear or something, okay? All right, so then you need a pointy brush. A nice pointy brush. These are really great for detail work. These are really great for making trunks of trees, with blades of grass, so it's little details, okay? And also, when you are painting something that's small and precise, that's way into the distance, things get smaller, so smaller brushes are better. The bigger the canvas, the bigger the brushes, the smaller the canvas, and the detail, the smaller the brushes. So have that in your mind when we're flip-flopping between brushes, okay? But everyone has a nice pointy brush. My ladies did really well. Yeah, we're gonna get it all to you today. Give them a round of applause. Thank you. Amazing. And well, before we get started, let me show you what you are creating today. Do you recognize this? Do we recognize this location? This is between, I believe, Canada and Nippigan, right? In that lookout, is that where it is? Now, originally, I had Sealam. It's gonna be a great one to do. It's not Sealam, guys, but I will be creating a Sealam piece. I think that'd be really neat. You know, when you come down the hill really nicely, going into Sealam. But this is that. Now, if anyone's scared, raise your hand. I'm terrified of this painting right now. We got good. Good. And those of you who have painted with me before, how many of you are confident in my teaching abilities? Come on, hands up on that one. There we go. Thank you. And by the end of this wonderful experience, I hope all of you are very painted with me at that point, and you are very confident, and we can do it again. So, yeah, let's get our paints. So, what I'm going to have everybody do. So while everyone at home is running around and getting all their supplies, all of you here are going to just go up, and my lovely husband just up at the front here has all of the palettes you're going to need. We do take a break, so at that point in time, I'll probably get you to bring your palettes back up so we can reload the paint at that point. In between painting, if you do need some more paint, like if you've used just a little bit more than you thought you were going to, just put your hand up, look you in the eyes and say, I need paint, okay? And what color? And also, because we are going to be doing and learning what an underpainting is, this is a ground color, and this is a really great underpainting that a lot of acrylic and oil-based painters use. It helps you map out your painting, your image. It helps you show highlights and lowlights and develop that before you even start. So it really takes away some of that stress right away. So that's what we're starting to do. And that's the first color we're going to create. So I'll invite you now to, I don't know if you want to go one by one, but go up and get a rag, which is what we're going to be using for the underpainting, and your palette. You can go on.
So we're in there, we're gonna really do it. Still do it all the time.
everybody. It's like a hearing aid. Like, here with the well, I can be on FaceTime. I put it away. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get your attention back up here. So now that you've got placed your paintbrushes into your cups, we just start off like this as artists, artists now, okay? Your artist cap on, roll please, it's gonna be great, okay? We step into our, artist palette. So what basically we're doing is we're saturating the brushes, because often when we're working with an underpainting, we want everything to be saturated and wet. So the large brush can now stay in your cup, and the other three can just go off to the side with your napkin. And anytime that you are waiting off or wet paint or water, you can keep the napkin firmly on your table and just back and forth wipe off any excess. That way you're not getting it all over yourself. Just like I say to all the kiddos, if you need to roll up your sleeves, now's the time to do it. Now's the time to do it. Okay. You roll up the sleeves. Okay, good. Okay, so to tell you guys a little bit about me, I am an interpretive artist, so I'm going to be sharing that with you today, and that's why we're doing the underpainting. I find that when I have shown an underpainting, I have gotten these wonderful comments back saying, you know what, wow, you've made it so easy for me. It's like, well, no, the technique has created an easier avenue for you to develop your artwork, an easier map that you can follow, and you're creating it all on your own. Also, the color that we're making, which is burnt sienna, is also a little bit easier on your eyes. The white and the reflection of the white is sometimes so bright and so scary looking that you just need to mess up your canvas a bit so that you can just tell this thing, you don't got nothing on me, I ain't scared of you, okay? So that's what we're going to be doing today. And the way that you create burnt sienna is we're going to start off with just mixing some orange together. You need quite a lot because it is large canvas. So I let you have a lot of yellow and a lot of red right in the middle of your palettes. So I'm going to do a little quick lesson on mixing paint. So what I like to do is I like to instead of swirling it like it's a bowl of soup, okay? Because it ends up spreading out and being like the Sahara Desert and just drying on you. What you want to do is add a couple of raindrops to the middle of the paint that's in there. You need equal parts red and equal parts yellow for this, which I've already kind of provided for you, but for those who are at home. And then you're going to just start dabbing in the middle. Dab, dab, dab. And it kind of just gives you a lot more control over what you're creating. So that's what I'm going to ask you to do right now. Put about 3 or 4 little drops of rain into the middle of the yellow and the red. And you're just going to dab, dab, dab until you create a full, large, middle pool of orange. Okay? Mix. And I just dab it and just bring it around. It's not like beating eggs. Take your time, It creates this beautiful, beautiful fire engine red, which is essentially orange, but fire engine red. Do you mix the whole thing? The whole thing, because we need this much for what we're doing with a large canvas. You know, when it comes to these lovely workshops, I like to kind of give some of the thought process and the work of knowing exactly how much paint to use or how on your brush or on your palette. I kind of take that away so you guys can just experience, this part of it, actually enjoying it. I want to make sure that when you walk out of here, you really do feel like you can create beautiful artwork on your own, and then all the rest of it just kind of comes with the territory. The more you paint, the more still better.
Oh, you're yellow.
Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap.
No, you're good. It's moving. This is a water-based paint already. So you're good to go there. It does dry like a plastic, so that's why I said roll up your sleeves, because it dries like a plastic. Okay, so once you are completed with that, we're going to go and we're going to take a small dollop of blue, and you're going to create kind of a dirty looking color, okay? When you start to add the white, with the same brush, you're mixing, so we need all of that. Yeah, absolutely. Pardon? Yeah, blue. So then we're gonna add a little dollop of blue into the red and orange mixture. Red and orange. The red and orange mixture, the orange mixture. There we go. Good. Just a little bit right now, we can always add more. And we're dirtying that up. So now we got an earth tone. We got an earth tone, okay? And if you have more like swirls in your paint, that's okay. When we do blend it out, we can blend those away. And it might even give you a little idea for how you want the sky to look, or maybe there's a wisp in the water, things like that. So it's okay. It doesn't have to be. We're going to be adding white here. Yeah, we can add a little. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a nice large dollop. So with the same paintbrush, I ain't changing my paintbrush. I want that water to stay clean as much as possible. Take a nice big dollop of white. And even if you have to bring this red into your white dollop for right now, you can if you don't have a lot of room. But just tap, don't swirl. Tap, tap, tap. It can be really swampy, yeah. Oh, yeah. You keep it all on there. You're good. And the white. I'm gonna help this see my. Yeah, absolutely. Good. Okay. So now everyone's gonna have to do different, but I want to remind you guys to look up here at these large, beautiful paintings of Scriber. Now, they are using a nice earth tone for sienna, okay? So see that darkest color on the church, that's the schoolhouse? Okay? That darkest color kind of looks browny, kind of looks earthy, like red rock. When we go through red rock, you see the red rocks? That's kind of the color we're going for. So what we want to do is remind ourselves that we're not going to be exact, and that's okay. So the person who's left to you has a different color, has a darker color, has a lighter color. That's totally okay. And the person to the right of you, again, is going to have something different, and that's totally okay. I have something that's really light and pinky right now, as you can see. So I need to add more blue, because I need it to deepen. So we need to get that purpley kind of tone in there. So I'm going to add a bit more blue. If it's not dark enough for you, add a touch more blue. And if it's not light enough for you, just, add a little bit more white at this point. All of the yellow and red have been mixed in together. And we're going to trust the process. If you have more of a pink, if you have more of a red, if you have more of a purple, completely okay. I blend your paintings in blue sometimes. Oh, my not even close to it right now. So it's different. Yeah. But you can see the color there, so I'm going to pour that in. I'm going to come around. Yeah, like I said. Definitely blue. Yep, and more white maybe, eh? Here we go. Still work, it'll still work. Oh, yeah. So again, trust the process. It's not going to look exactly like everybody else's. Mine doesn't even get to sienna at this point yet, but I mean, we can reach and get there today, if that's okay. So we're going to add a bit of a dollop of black. You do not need a lot. I literally dipped it in, dipped it out. And then you're going to go in and you're going to deepen that color one more time with black. Now, black changes the tone. White and black changes the tone of the color. So as you guys can see, there was a little bit of confusion going potentially was because of the tone as well. So we're deepening it. Right now, I'll tell you, I kind of look like I have a bit of a purple in here, a salmon, it's a little bit mixy, and that's okay. We're just trying to get to, let's switch it to say an earth tone. So you can see that the train right up there is more purpley, right? Whereas the trees are more of a sienna. So even when artists are doing underpaintings, the tones seem to change. This is how we get to know each other. This is you trusting me, trusting you. Yeah. So I actually thought it was just April Fool's today, and we gotta change up our palette. We used the wrong ones. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. All right, guys. So this color is gonna translate to this. So don't worry if the colors are on the back, because you're not going to see very many of them. In this one, you can see it peering through the trees a little bit, okay? It's kind of what the group of 7 did when they came through here. They would do a brief sketch, they would take a little bit of earth off the ground, they would put in a little bit of paint medium, wham, bam, bang, bam, kind of thing, they would just paint it all up. Okay, I know, who's going to have yours, I'm trying to think of how to explain it. But that's what they would do. They would literally come up, take the earth from the ground. They would put a little bit of painted medium, okay, in there, and then they would just go in and try to get the highlights and the lowlights in. They would take it back to the studio and they would tell all the rest of their buddies and they would paint it. That's what we're doing today. We just kind of want it. Okay. Let's see everybody here. Is there anyone with a really quick question for me if you're uncomfortable with your color? What we got? We're good? All right. So, I just want you guys to know again, throughout this whole process, be kind to yourself. Understand and know that the green that I mix is not going to be the green that you mix. The colors, these tones, all these different mixes, they're just different ingredients, okay, into what we're going to be creating. So we can always adapt, we can adjust, we can change. And at any point in time, I do see something where I can help you or I can help you change something that really needs to be like, say, balance or tone or color. Of course, I'm going to come and help you, okay? So at that point in time, just like you've been doing, just raise your hand if you need me to run over. If I don't see you, people yell at my name, be like, hey, get over there, okay? Yeah. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, this is the moment that is going to get a bit messy. That's okay. Okay? Paint will drip, so just make sure you're comfortable. Maybe even if you want to, I don't know, be comfortable with this. And know, maybe your napkin can slide underneath the canvas, however you want to do this. But what we're going to do now is we're basically putting our first coat of paint on, okay? It's very watery, it's very wet, okay? So what you want to do is, I haven't cleaned my brush at all, because this is really good paint. I ain't wasting this. You can't waste anything, can we, right? I'm an artist, you don't waste a thing. And what we want to do is, we want to basically just, we're going to start at the top. We're going to do what is the side. So what you want to do first, if you want to look up here, I'm going to show you what your first marks are for a painting like this. I do have some different examples over here too, just to show you how you might start, following me and doing this, and then it might turn into something like that, and that's completely okay. I think that's kind of neat. That's where you put your little twist of creativity into it. Remember? So I feel like we do that. All right. And you love doing it. You'll just, don't even worry. Okay, everyone take a deep breath. Ready? I'm not going to paint on there. I'm painting here. Okay, hold on. Okay, so first we have to find where we're comfortable with the horizon line. The horizon line is where the sky meets the water or meets the land, okay? That's the horizon line. It's usually pretty straight, but let's have fun with it. You don't get it straight, you don't get it straight. Let's make it angled, anything you want to do. So how I do that is I have to think about how far out I want the eye to go. So the closer the horizon is, as things come closer to you, they start to come to eye level, right? So that's what we're going to think about. Now, what I like to do is take about, I think that's about 2.5 inches, and we're going to make our horizon line nicely right across the board like so, and you're gonna choose where that is. And it's down further, up further. Everyone is unique and different. So I'm gonna choose where that now. Don't clean your brush in between. I just use my brush on the side, and you can use it the thick way. And we're just gonna go back and forth, creating that wonderful horizon line. And later on, that might just be your islands in the background. But I'm not telling you nothing yet. Good job. Okay, now before that dries, you're going to dip into your water. It's going to get wet. Without wiping off any excess water, you're going to go in, and in a nice steady pace, you're going to put down what's called a stain. Now you can see the canvas coming through the paint. That's how thin it should be. Like water, like a stain. Here we go. Here we go. It's going to drip. It's going to drip past the drip. And we want to cover that entire top of the canvas. Whoop. I don't know. Whoop. There we go. And we catch the drip with line. This is your icebreaker activity to get used to the canvas with no fear. Okay? Have no fear. Let's do this. There we go. Lots of water. Lots more water. I'm seeing a lot of you need more water. Look at how light mine is. Look at how light mine is. More water. More water. If your paint is not moving, you need more water. So that means if it's nice and dry, yeah, it's going to drip. It's going to be a rainy day. Yeah, let it drip. It might even drip onto your table a little bit. Just texture. Look how that is. Here you go. Yeah. It's a stain. Remember the stain. Now, some of you might have it darker. That? See how smooth? It's like you find a wall before you start painting. Well, actually, consider it like the consistency of whitewashing a bed. Isn't that water, that wetness, wet, yes. You're doing good. Yeah, you can have more water to drip down. And you can need if your horizon sky, your horizon is dripping below that line. You can catch the drips at this point, just wipe that off. We're going to get the whole canvas really wet. Don't worry, this one's down there. Right. Here we go. Look at all the different textures you're getting though. Like really look at your sky this way. You can squint your eyes, okay? And you blur your eyes, you might even see a cloud developing. You might see islands coming through the background. Okay, so we're going to move on to below the line. That's okay, here we go. So we're going to gather up some more paint. Okay, so you're in the middle part here. You're dipping into it. Yeah, water paint, exactly like off. But we're doing it in sections. Now the reason why we're doing it in sections is so that I can kind of take you through it one step at a time. You're going to be covering the whole canvas. But I want you guys to get used to this water and start to really look at your painting. You will see, just like you see images in clouds, you will see islands form and trees form. You'll see tree trunks form. So you need to get into your paint, take it all over your brush. Go ahead and do that. You can reload your paint at any point in time at this point, but make sure you're using a lot more water. It might be darker, it might be lighter, and then you're going to move all the way down here from that third part, and the whole canvas is going to be covered with this really messy paint. Really messy. So you're doing the whole thing. The whole thing. Yeah, it's going to be very. All the way down. We just finished the third part. We can kind of have fun, let your, spread out, let your imagination go. Take a look at your painting, or take a look at your friend's painting, and then decide to go, hey, you know what, I actually late for me. Hey, you know what, come on. We can help each other up, right?
A couple balloons in there.
Yeah, there you go. If you need to reload your brush, reload your brush. There you go.
Is there shit going by?
I heard somebody is darker. No. This is easy. This is where you're gonna take a leap of faith with me here. It all works out in the end. It all works out. Has anyone ever done an underpainting before ever? Or ever seen it on Bob Ross, or ever seen it on TV or anything? No? Yeah? This is the first time for someone to see that. Okay? Now, when you develop this kind of strategy, you get better and better with it. You will start to see that some people will sketch their image out first and then do a code. Like there's different ways you can do it. But for something like this, if we gotta move fast through a 2.5, 3-hour painting period time, this is the fastest way to get that paint on there and to get you guys to loosen up and learn to trust me. This is the hard thing to trust right now, right? I'm gonna come around and see what I'm doing. Oh, that's a good point. At this point in time, if you are done and you want to do your edges of your painting, do your edges now. If you choose to afterwards, you don't need your edges black or edges blue, then you'll have to. The edges of your canvas, step around your edge, and you can do like dry brushes and all those, so you have to see the wedges and color around the edge, and it should be good. Good job.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, very cool. You got shit going by in the night? You know what, I see like here, I see like that there. And then you come in just like right, the bubbles. Yeah. Oh, right. So, should I start showing everyone's painting of everybody or no? Not yet, eh? Oh, wow, look at this one. That's pretty good. Okay, so this is kind of gonna, I hope, can become the exciting part of this. Now, in order to show you this from far away, I do need mine a little bit darker so that I can show you what we're doing next. So, just let me get that on there. I just went to the other side of the room. My phone didn't really see what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna start this a little bit. You guys do not have to at this point, though. Don't mind me, here we go. Okay. All right, everyone look up here. You're doing great, Okay, now, the next part of this is being able to create your image. And how we do that is we remove paint or we add paint, depending on if it's bright, like the tops of the clouds. Nice and bright. Right? The bottoms, the edges of the clouds, or even the land, very dark, right? So we're still going to work with this color, and we're going to start to remove and add in our lights and our darks. And we go between them. So if you something is, like I just framed that up, I love it, but this part is too bright. What do? You're gonna add a little bit of the thick paint to make it darker. If it's too dark, you're gonna add a bit of water and start to remove the paint to make it lighter. Make sense? In theory. Okay, let me show you how to do it. There we go. All right. So, couple tools we have: the paintbrush. We have some water, which is a great, liquid to remove. I can't think of what I'm trying to say, but it's good. It's good for cleaning. A wash. I knew the word would come to me. Okay, so we got. Everyone has a nice rag because we're going to wreck it. It was so good. I did spring cleaning and cut up all my clothes the other day. And so, yeah, these are my pajamas. Cut up some of Keith's shirts. They needed done with new ones. Okay, so then what I'm doing is I'm taking my cloth. Everyone look up here. We're going to start by removing, okay? And so what we want to do is we want to take our cloth. We're going to start at the very top because we all know what cloths look like. Let's start with the easy stuff, right? Let's start with the background. We're going to go in and we're going to just kind of saturate our cloth. Okay, soak in some water in there. Dirty water, yeah. I'm not changing my brush until we have a break, or my water until we have a break. Squeeze out any excess water, even if it's dripping, that's fine. And what you want to do is you want to start to rub off. Rub off the paint. Take it off and make your clouds. You might want to do wispy clouds. You might want to do wispy ones. Can you see? Wispy. Or you might want to just dot. And you're making this imprint and you're removing the paint. So take the time with it and just start to think about what clouds look like. Now, it's not going to be a perfect shape. We're going to go back in and paint it. So really just think of it as a reverse stencil. You're removing paint instead of putting a stencil down and drawing around it. You're creating the shape. So nicely up high, above that darker line that is your horizon line, up in the sky, let's start to remove, and you can use your whole cloth and just start to remove the paint. There we go. Good job, seeing clouds. I love clouds. Have a look, clouds. There we go. And if your paint's not going off, go back in, get some more water. And I like to use the cloth all folded to make those really cool indents, right? So if you just take this and you make wrinkles in your cloth and you just go in, it will start to create those little indents for you, and it takes all the work away from it. There we go. And I like to think of clouds as kind of those cartoon clouds sometimes, where they kind of have 3 or 4 little lumps and bumps. Some of them can be like little puffy little clouds. You could do wispy clouds, cumulus, nimbus clouds, stratus clouds, all those stuff, storm clouds, popcorn clouds. Who has popcorn clouds right now? Popcorn clouds, anybody? I love popcorn clouds. We have one gentleman here who just created fog coming in. Little daisy clouds. Yeah.
Are they?
This is green.
Impressionism, vibes to this. So that's more like impressionism. And I agree. And you go out and move aside. Very good. Good job.
Just check it's going.
Good job, guys. Yes. Start looking to your left and to your right. I'm sure that you guys can be surprised by everyone's clouds. Now moving image color. Anybody? Oh, good. This is hot today. That's better. Okay, good job. All right, so think we can do it again? You want me to give you a little bit more time in the class? It's good. They're not going to be perfect. You're good? Good. Look at how messy mine is. Like it's not going to be perfect. You can do this nice. Okay, everyone's sitting here. So we're going to do this again, but now we're going to use another tool, which we've been using, is paintbrush. So now, we want to leave anything that might be land alone. Let it dry, let it be. The erosion will take it away later on its own, okay? We don't touch it. So when you look at your painting, really use your imagination. Look at it, maybe have a friend look at it as well, okay? It doesn't need to be this image. If you want it to be this image, then you're going to use the technique I show you to create the water around the land. So, if I was doing this image here, which I am going to do, and I would use my brush with water on it, and I would start painting in as if I was drawing like a pencil with water where the water is, where the lake is, right? And I would draw around my land, and I would leave my land, because we can darken that later. We can fine tune that later. Okay? So this is a little bit of work. Now, some of you, I'm looking around going, I can see different images in yours. Like I can see we have like fog coming in. We have like rocks and pebbles. Where is she? Rocks and pebbles over there somewhere. So we don't necessarily have to follow this, do we? No. Okay, so again, I want you to look at your image, and I want you to develop what your painting is. It's a little spurt of creativity that you can take hold of. Before we have our break, this is going to be the last thing we're doing, and then we're going to come back in with this color that's going to, oh no, we got one more thing to do with that. Sorry, 2 more steps and then we get a break, okay? So, let me show you. I'm going to go in, and I have to clean my brush. So I would just tap it on the bottom of my cup. Like there's something sticky. There's the same brush, the large, big brush. Sorry guys. Large, big brush. It's been 2.5 years. I forget sometimes to tell you what the heck I'm using. Okay. We're going to wipe off any excess water. Okay. We're going to hold our paintbrush like a pencil. Alright? And any way you do a pencil. And however you write is good, okay? Anyone left-handed? Yeah? So we got left-handers, okay. So what you might want to do is just adjust your painting so that it's just more off to the left. Because where we push, you pull. So just make sure, okay. All right, here we go. What we want to do now is we are going to start sketching in. Here's some islands up here. See that darker horizon line I originally painted? So wherever it's darker, and if you squint your eyes just like one of those puzzles, those sight puzzles, you'll start to see images for you too. And I'm gonna take my brush and I'm gonna etch in where the water starts. Look at that, it starts to take it away. And I'm sketching in. And the drips, catch the drips. Can you see that? Okay, ready to show you? We're gonna, it just, the brush. So what you wanna do is wherever water is, wherever your lake is, wherever your pools of water is, where the land is, you're basically drawing a line that separates the two of them. So you're sketching out, so I'm putting it at the bottom of my landscape. Kind of looks like crashing waves, to the shore. Sorry guys, I'm gonna show you this way too. And you'll start to see that the brush removes the paint. Yeah, catch the drips by just wiping them off. We're gonna paint over it anyway, remember? Yeah. Or maybe you like that it's a rainy day in paradise, right? All right, and then I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna use my brush and I'm gonna start to draw around an island shape. You don't have to, but then you could have an island land. So wherever the land is. So you're drawing the water by removing the paint. And we're still painting over this, so if you don't move it correctly, don't worry, we've got blue paint coming. You got it. You got it. And I'll be quiet so you guys can concentrate now. I'll come around. Sometimes if I talk too much up here, people want to keep looking up and we forget that, if you focus in and you heighten your focus on your canvas, on your painting, and you look at the whole thing, and you zone in, you can really do this. I have faith in all of you. You can do this. And oh yeah, you're gonna need some water so that your paintbrush is wet. So you can always reload your brush with water, but you don't need any paint just yet. You're just removing paint so that you can see that. Here. Can you guys see? I can now. Okay. What did we do for the lens? So just we're erasing like an eraser. You're erasing and making a line around the land. So you're sketching out your land just like you would be erasing something with an eraser. Oh, I don't like that. I'm going to erase it. Okay. And that's what you're kind of doing with your paintbrush. You're gonna do it, you're gonna be good. And then you can just take your cloth and wash up that water. You got it? Washing it off. Just the water, just where your water is. Can you see some of you see your images coming through? You start to say, yeah, so this is your land here. This is your water here. And so what I was doing, let me show you this. That's okay, you're painting over top of it. Well, I'm going to show you guys what it's like, but they want here now. Okay. So, yeah, you're doing it just right. So now what you want to do is go into your water with your cloth, okay, like this. And now this is all water, right? So now you're washing off, okay, wherever your water is. This is my water. Good. So then you want to take your cloth. Yeah, I'll be right there. Like this. And you're washing off. You're painting. All right, I'm coming. I know. I this one here, just yeah. Okay, so you're good though, right? Always.
What did you?
As soon as you have that line in these lands, that's where we wash off. Yeah. Wet cloth. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna show this here. See how she's washed off her water? She drew the line. Done. Now she's washed off her water. Look at that. Okay, now we have something to go work with. Look at that. Good job. Yes. That'd be a tree later. Now we're washing it off. There we go. So don't wash your lamb, wash your water. Okay. So let me get you. No, you see here. We're gonna paint that in later. Yeah, it's just a map. Good job. Ken, put my, there you go. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside. Because I think some of you are wanting to do this exactly. He can, is that, that's better. Let me adjust. You guys just keep washing your water. It's gross. Everybody at home, enjoy the entertainment. Oh my goodness, here we go. Yeah. Okay, I need that. Alright. So what you should Yeah, we want to empty them, that's really easier. I think I'm gonna have to do it this way. And then the hard part.
Oh, wow.
There we go. Now, if I were to promise you that this is the hardest
Louise has
step,
fish in
you
her.
believe me?
Black stuff. When black stuff's coming off the wall.
I said, we're in the details, but now, you guys trust me, and we started to work together, we had an icebreaker. So, I'm just gonna come around and start showing everybody, some ideas of what I'm seeing, showing you guys what everyone's done, so see how you make it different, okay? I'm going to start with, all right, everyone take a look over here, we got Sharon. Well, I won't say names, okay? We don't know what's the fun. Let's start over. I'm just kidding. Okay, so here we go. So you can see here, Ken's sky. Yes. Can you see her earth, her islands? All of that. So yeah. And then you can see this beautiful lake coming in with a shoreline. So you can see how everyone's is going to be unique and different. Good job. Awesome. Now, after showing your face off, you can either continue with it or you don't want to overwork it, you just let it dry, okay? We're going to do 200 steps again. Everybody take a look up here. We got the cloud accumulating over this beautiful lake. maybe we'll even do a little sailboat in there. That might be really nice. Okay, or like a lighthouse. I can see something happening, like a lighthouse way in the distance. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you have this beautiful land coming in this way, and you're going to be lots of space. Nice big spruce tree to come in. Beautiful. Good job. Okay, I'm going to show one more, and then we're going to get to the very last step.
Louise has fish.
Oh, Louise has a
She likes smoke. She's black cloth. Just leave it some stuff on
All
it.
right. Here we go. Take a look at that. Very nice, very nice. Now you can see here, there's still little water drips in here and all those kind of things, okay? That's okay. Remember, we're painting over it. Totally fine. But now you have a map. You have something to go off of. It almost looks like an old school, photo developed, like a developed photo that's kind of been aged over time, that kind of thing. And, we're going to develop this into something. And this color is really going to make every other color pop and help you blend and help your eyes really associate with your painting. So very good job. I have a really cool one that I want to show. Who did I bring this one? Oh. I give it back. I almost stole it. I didn't know it was cool. Okay, right on. Okay, I got this.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Who can see cattails? Full brushes. Right? So we're using the drip, and we're using the fog, and we're using what's on our canvas, and we're creating a world that works for us and what we see. So, like I said, everyone's going to be unique and different, and it doesn't need to be exactly like what's up here. I love seeing different, okay? And this is very impressionism right now, which I think is awesome. So very cool. Very cool. Okay, last thing before we go on our break. Our break is going to probably be about 15 minutes-ish. You just need to walk around and move around. I need to take a breath. One of those things, right? Okay, the next thing we want to do is we're going to go and bring in the darkness. Now, the things that are dark are like tree branches, or rocks, or the land, or mountains in the background. What else? A bird. That can be dark. So things with substance to them, okay? Solid things. You don't have to use it all. Please. Don't use it all. It's fine. We have more. But if you do end up using it all, totally fine too. But you want to work with this color that you have because you need to stay tone. And you don't want to mix any other colors in to make it darker or anything like that. So don't add black. Don't add blue. Just use the colors that you've created. And you're going to go in now and you're going to find all of our substances, the structure, the earth, okay? And you're going to paint them in. I will show you how to do a tree really fast. So you want to do that before we get started? Okay. So let's do fun. Well, I haven't painted this in yet. Let's do this one right here. So what I usually do, and remember, it doesn't need to look exactly like a tree. It almost needs to look like a silhouette at this point, okay? And what I tend to do is I like to use the same brush. Later on, we'll use the smaller brushes, okay? But for this, because it is kind of messy and letting just your imagination take over, and you do want to see later on with this technique some of the color in the background. I think that's really cool and it makes it a little bit more real. So what you want to do is you want to hold your brush like it is a pencil, and you want to hold it, how would I say that? Lengthwise, up and down, so that vertical. Is it vertical? Vertical, thank you. So I usually have my stick. You get it right. Okay, and I'm going to draw a nice thin line, and the lighter you push, the smaller your trunk will be, the smaller the line, okay? So you're going to do a very soft thin line, even if your brush comes off the paper, and I just kind of softly go in, and I kind of do these like little strokes until I get it right down to where I want it, where the earth is, say, okay? And I might paint different earth in there later. It might be there. I don't know. No one knows it now. It's not perfect. Then I take a little bit more paint.
Same route.
Same paint. And I take a little dollop of paint, like the corner of my brush, and I start to do almost like dancing little polka dots in a zigzag pattern or staircase pattern or witch's hat. I don't flick though, because when you flick your brush, you lose all the control. It can go way too big, okay, at the top, and you need it small at the top. Okay, can everyone see that? You want me to turn it? Everyone good? Okay, so a couple little polka dots at the top in a zigzag or staircase pattern. And as I get further down the tree gets bigger. So I turn my brush this way. And I still do the same zigzag patterns. And maybe I go up and down and I start to, as I get further down to the bottom, I start to dance my brush. It's like, it's doing one of these. Okay? So if your brush is doing that, make it do that. I do the other that. I do the do. Or I call it like the cha-cha. 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 And ready? Cha-cha. Cha-cha. Come on. We can do better than that. It's my birthday. Thank you. All right, and you're just going to guess it and give the impression of food, okay? All right, so go ahead, take your time. I'm going to give you probably like, I think you're going to be able to do this in like 5 minutes. I know it doesn't sound like a long time, but you don't need it. We're painting over all of this. Okay, so go ahead, and whatever you need to darken your lamp, please do that now. Everything, yeah. I might not have done it, but I'll show you and I'll show you it now, okay? Yeah, all of that. See how like it looks like your poster's there. Whatever, man. So I would just make the judgment call, just paint it. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna try to do it as fast as I can so we can come around. If anybody needs a little extra help or with the tree or anything like that, he is actually really good at that as well. So you can always ask him to come over, see if you need a little bit of help. I always test my artwork on class on heat first, so he's been through this. How am I looking on camera?
Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah? Okay, good. He said I look gorgeous. Good. I should put more powder on him.
You look like the youngest girl here.
Oh, no. Clear your mouth, everyone. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that. You guys can see up here. It's not perfect. It's not complete. It's just the imprint, the impression that we started something here, okay? So, can I start right here? Oh, yeah. See, it's like, yeah. Oh, you can use it. And you can use it, another tree if you want to, like if you are full, I usually don't like that, yeah, so use the corners, little polka dots. That is good. 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 Can I?
Right? It's almost like that no one is doing, not really.
And when you do sing and make it funny like that, and you go with a beat like that, it really does make it kind of easy.
I'm beautiful.
The table's fine, that's why.
And when you are completed done, and this is a moment to you know, have some discipline in yourself. Say, okay, I see that it's time to stop. So I'll allow you guys that if you are finished before anybody else.
I'm losing my shot now. I changed it. Professional. Yes, he's a professional. No. Not too much, not too much. You watch
No, you had it on PBS.
Over to that table there in the office.
It's beautiful.
And put on your right.
How do you treat me?
Okay, everybody, once you are completed, I am coming around, but I want to say this before people start getting up. Once you are completed and done, I'm going to get you to clean your brush, put it off to the side, and just take your water cups and your pellets, and if you can bring them to the front of the table, is that the front of the room? The front of the room, then we can replenish your paint. Okay, so when you're done, please bring everything up there. Leave your paintbrushes where they are, your napkins where they are, and your brush. Oh, you can do two. Yeah, it's all up to you. Completely up to you. So whatever you see in your image, you can make more of. Yeah. I'm just saying.
How you do?
So there's like a little trick here. Like that could be a trunk turkey, right? So if you kind of need to use what's in there to create the picture. Take these straight. So we take this. Now we're going to start to sew. Right? And I like to just kind of go like this and make it thicker. Yeah, there. And that's going to be. Oh, let's do that. Just make it a little bit more. Okay, I'm in trouble here. I'm in trouble. So you can clean it. It's like, oh, and I love it because you can just, yeah. It's so sharp. So you can go back in your method. And then what I see here is very normal. So you can do like this if you want to. And have like a second tree. Or if you can see these marks, they can come a little bit going down. Yeah. And don't think too much about it. And then I'm just going to look at how it dances. No. Good job. Yes.
So we have to pay the
The big win.
Brian. Goes upstairs now. Oh, that's lovely. Beautiful. What is it? And did anybody ask her why we're using pink and reds and stuff? Like, where does the blue come in? Yeah. But like, how is that going to turn into blue skies and stuff with all the red? Oh, so it will change.
Yes.
Okay, I thought so.
Okay, so remember where you are. If you are finishing up early, we basically have one more minute before we go on a break. Don't you worry. I'm not a bad people, okay? Guys, I want to show you this tree right here. Check out that tree. Beautiful. Okay, just like dab like little dots. And create, think of the trees. Think of the trees that they're the shape that they are. And you're basically going to get all these variations of tone and color in there. And it's going to create it for yourself. So don't be shy to make a different tree if you do make different trees. Normally, anything like that. Good job, please. Okay, we got a little bit more time. Anyone want to before we go on break? Anybody?
Where are we putting our water?
Right over there in that purple container.
Okay.
Right. Okay, we are going to go on break. If you want some of us are early, that's fine. We're going to go on break and probably do what, like 10, 15 minutes? And then we got to get into the actual eating. It does go a lot faster when we get that, but now that we have started to work with it, but it does move a lot faster. When we get back to break, to do your stretches, bring your water and go over there to the front of the room, dump it out into the there's 2 buckets over there. And then your helmets, please bring over to the table at the front so that I can fill you up with new colors. Okay?
That's cute. Big?
Kathy, good job on the top of the mountain.
Okay, so this one, maybe. We can charge you minutes, that's how much you I'm thinking I changed that as well.
See, Crooked Island, Crooked Island. Yeah. No, looks good. Yeah. That's a nice tree out there. That's a good breeze. It's blowing in the wind.
Mine looks like an upside down.
Mine's upside down and trying to fix it.
Not all too prolific.
None of us are. Yeah.
Can you see anything? Sure. Because I can.
Yeah, grade 6 or 7.
If you guys have phones, take your progressionary pictures now, because the magic's gonna happen soon. Magic's gonna happen soon. That's We're gonna be starting yours very soon. I don't know exactly what very soon means, but I'll yell at you. That's just the math of it. You know the book going on and all that.
And you got a shake.
So if Keith hasn't filled up your palette yet with green and yellow and red, please head on over there. Say thank you to him. He's really, really great. He's been awesome this whole time. I'm not saying thank you. I'm teasing. We very much are in love. I love that guy. Okay. Good job. Okay, everyone who's sitting has their pallets full, yes? Good. We got some fresh water. Did we get fresh water? Yes. Good. Anyone who did that, thank you. Good. So, they probably feel a little down in there. So what you're doing is that water. I do that with wine sometimes. I always say it is though. So again, here's another example of the exact same technique. I'm just showing you guys some stuff, just reminding you that I don't know to get the same image. We're developing layer upon layer upon layer upon layer. Mushy, 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 mushy acid. Don't worry, I'll show you what the mushy mushy is soon. Okay? We have the cha-chas. We're gonna get into the mushy mushy. We're gonna get into the wow. Don't worry, we're gonna know this. Here's another one. Some of your raindrops, okay? Some of your raindrops, they're perfect indications of where new trees could go, okay? Nice long trunks. Sometimes the painting says, I don't want to do what you're doing. I'm going to have a light in my home. And sometimes you have to respect what the canvas is telling us, okay? All right. There we go. When you become an artist and you do it every single day, you really learn how to solution find. I don't like saying problem solve. Solution finding is better, okay? It's always about solutions. So, in this next little stuff, I am setting you guys up mentally, kind of the mentality I need you to be in, is remember to be kind to yourselves. Remember to trust me. Develop a beautiful image. You have it in front of you. You know what we're going for. Okay? We used our imagination, and now we have to say, okay, now it's my creation, okay? So, if you have any questions along the way, what I want you to do is put your hand up, I'll come around. You let me know what you're trying to do. See this tree? I need it to be taller. See this cloud? It's too dark and I don't know what to do with it. Okay, I can help you from that point on, and Keith can also help you as well with that technique, okay? Yeah, you always do a good job. Okay, if there's a certain brush that I'm using up here that you're having a hard time with, and you can feel it. You can feel that you're uncomfortable with the tool you're using, okay? Sometimes that means you have to change brushes. Even if everyone's using around you that one brush that we're using, and you're like, no, I work better with the pointy brush to do these smaller details. Just like trees, you use the big brush. I might keep using that brush. You don't want to? That's okay. All right. So basically, you be you. Okay? You be you, and I'll help you be that today. Okay? All right. Everybody have their paint in front of them. You need yellow. Yes? You need blue. Yes? You need red. Yes? Okay, we got the primary colors. Is there green on your palette? Good, good. Black. White. Two whites. Okay, good. A messy white and a clean white. Okay, good. And then you need your original color. Did everyone find their palette? See how attached you can get to the colors you make? You know what's yours, right? And we're territorial creatures. That's what we do. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to start right into the sky. Some of you, again, are going to get the brightest, beautiful, baby blue skies out there, okay? And some of you might get deep, dark, billowing storm coming in skies that have purple in them, okay? Some of you will have a wispy skies, okay? Where your colors are blending and your brush is just doing it for you. All right. It just happens that way. So again, if you need any assistance or help with the sky or any step along the way, just put your hand up. I don't know where you went, but keep this here somewhere, and I am here as well, and I'll come help you. But again, trust the process. Remember to carry your colors around your edge, okay? Because I'm helping you today, I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to come around and just kind of remind you guys. And at the very end, if you do miss some areas around, oops, I saved a good one. Action scene. All right, thank you so much. What's your name again? Rosemary, want to say round of applause for Rosemary. I love the kindness. Okay, so you're going to take the angled brush now. So remember that chiseled edge. It's a little smaller than the big brush, the big flat edge brush that you started off with. And we're going to start to move into the sky. We're going to leave out the clouds because we're going to be able to blend the clouds around so that the sky and the clouds make sense. But right now, we're just going to fill in the sky. It shouldn't take you very long. Okay? So we can fill in. Some of you might have to go around in a different angle around the clouds. That's fine. Blend it out how you want. You can get it. We got a warm cloth going on over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with you right now. With the angled brush. This angled brush is really great for getting into nice little tight crevices, going around. If we want to do those like round clouds, we want to do that. It is really great for loading your brush up with lots of paint and really blending it out, okay? So what you want to do is you're going to start at everyone here, good? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start at the top and we're going to move our way down into a cloud. You can see my clouds aren't very defined, but I think I have a muscle memory where I know how to define my clouds. So right now I'm going to show you how to do that. We're going to take a little dollop of blue, okay? And we're just going to piece it right beside a little bit of our, you can use the messy white if you're more comfortable. And we're going to just start to blend in this light blue. Remember the taps. Just going to mush it together, and you're going to make a blue that is heart blue, light blue, a little bit of dark blue, and a little bit of white. It kind of looks marbly. okay? We want those little streaks in there, okay? And then we're gonna tone it down by taking our original color that we blended, and we're gonna add it into that, just a little bit, and a little bit at a time. You're gonna blend it in. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna push that color so it looks like it's the sky in the distance. It's just gonna make it a little bit more realistic. So I took, again, everyone take a little bit of your blue wherever it is. You're gonna put it beside the messy white that you have. Messy white. And you're going to take a little bit of the previous color you blended, because that kind of has all the colors in it already, doesn't it? So we're going to utilize that all those colors are in there. And some of you might get a nice little purpley kind of marble. You know what I mean by marble, right? You're not blending it so that it's all one color. You're blending it so you can see all the different colors. All right, and you're going to go in, and we're going to start up here. You can add water a little bit to your brush if you want to. If you have a lot of paint on your brush, you don't have to. It's nice thick paint. We're going to get it in there right now. So what you want to do is you're going to say, look at how different that blue looks compared to this beautiful color we painted underneath. And you're going to go in there, you're going to fill in your sky. I usually go back and forth, starting from the edge. And as I get closer to a cloud, I'm going to touch the white with my paintbrush. So you're going between blues, a blended blue, and white. You're constantly loading your brush. So if it's too dark, add white to your brush. And if it's too light, add that blue and your original color mixture, okay, together. And it's all just a mess on my brush. You see how it's just, it doesn't matter. It's all on your brush. You're going to mush it all together. You're going to go in and you're going to start to go around your clouds and even around your trees. And you're going to use that angle, that tip of your brush, to start slowly going in between and filling in all those little crevices and finish painting in your sky. Okay, does that make sense? Did I explain that well? Okay, good. I want you to start going beach to beach. Great, let's do this. Yes. All right, I'm going to try to get to my sky being done. I'm going to do it really fast. And then I got to come around to all of you. Allow your sky to take on the personality it's going to. And remember that you still have final say. If it's too light, add more dark, add more blue, or add more of your original color if you really like that. Some of you are going to find you do like that. Okay? If you want more of a purpley sky, red and blue make purple, baby. So you're going to add some red and blue together and make some purples, and you're going to blend. If you have a huge amount of sky in your way and you want to use a bigger brush, go ahead and switch it up now. But we just have small palettes, so we're just being a little dainty with it, you know? Yeah. And if you have to paint over a cloud because you don't like it, go ahead. Go ahead. This is your creation, your happy little creation. Okay. Oh yeah, if you make it like that. So like over here, I just have, this one just has a little bit more purple tone to it. And then you can see the underpainting coming through a little bit more because I didn't cover it up as much. So if you probably won't have it exact, like that's a lot, that's more of the most color that you want. So you probably want it more marbly. See how yeah. I would probably mix it in, and then I have my tone here. And see that tone is, yes, that's right. Mix it up, and then go on in, be great with your person. Yeah. Okay. And some of you see that, or all of you start to see that you can see your underpainting underneath what you're painting. Some of you are going to use thick paint. Some of you are going to use thin paint. And I love the look of when you can see the underpainting underneath. Sure. Good, good. Look at how that blue pops, and that's because we did that beautiful underpainting. Now, like I said, when you just have a white canvas, you can't necessarily see how your different tones and colors communicate together. But when you do put like a nice mid-tone image or color on a canvas, it takes that away and it really allows your colors to speak to you and to each other, and that's why we do this. Oh, where did I walked away with my palette. Did I lend my palette to anybody? I'm gonna go see. I don't know. I have no idea where my, oh, and there it is. See how she just went nicely around her clouds and she used soft little strokes to go around, okay? She really took her time understanding where her clouds are and allowing it not to just be the white part of the cloud, she's allowing that dark part of the cloud to have that shadow in it. So you go around and you just slowly find your clouds again, okay? That's a good example, I think, huh? Yes. Nice steady pace, everybody. And again, I just want to remind you too that often in these lovely painting workshops, we think, oh gosh, we spend all this time on our backgrounds, and then when you paint everything on top of that, and the foregrounds and over top, you put some trees in, and you don't even think about the background anymore. You kind of forget about it. So be kind to yourself. Everyone, be kind to yourself, and just be brave and get through the motions, okay? And don't forget, you got islands in the background, so nicely paint over your islands. Not over, around your island, I apologize. And often those horizon lines, as we get closer to the land, to the water, sometimes that gets lighter, so you might add more white. You be the judge. You be the judge of how you want your sides to look. I'm not going to do mine the same way as the example, because that's not fun. I'm going to do different. And you can do X's like Bob Ross says, blend it like just Xing back and forth, X, 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 or you can just go nice Bob, back and forth. How's everyone doing with just adding a little bit of paint at a time? Good? I know exactly.
Good job. Yes, we'll see what happens. You never know when you're gonna find your bag, right?
Forget to add a little bit of your original color that you mixed in there. Don't forget to add that in there a little bit. Your original color and get that beautiful purple. The painting. If you don't like that, listen to me. Just do what you want to do. You know? That's okay, I'm cool. In there, we can clouds out in the sky, so I'm gonna give you a little bit longer on the sky, guys, so. The purple, I'm just adding the original color that we have because it is like a red. And you're gonna add it in. It might look brown.
No.
I can't do.
It does.
If I put eyes on it.
There you go.
Yeah. Now, this is yours. And you can also go when you go to the first napkin and call it. Good. Ooh, today I got just like one little big cloud. That's like, if you're out there fishing, you better get back to shore, right? One of those, like, there's a cloud coming, guys.
That's what I just wanted,
Okay, so a bit more of your side right there, so you put that in there. Yeah, but you just wait for further instructions. All right, let me just get this running. I'm gonna run around before we get to the next step. I'm always gonna run around to everybody before we go to the next step, okay? And don't forget to just go around your trees and wherever you see sky, fill it in.
I don't have any scars.
Good. Just like it. Okay. Maybe we're like, no. All right. I'm leaving around like that. I'm walking around. You can see it here. Mine's not perfect because you know what? It's nature's not perfect. Let it have dimension. Let it have style. Let it have texture. Okay? Come on. Okay. Okay. Everyone, look at this horse. Look at the depth, the deep, the personality of this guy, okay? This truly feels like it's starting to be a memory. Like you remember a day when you were out there and this is what's coming out, okay? Because this feels very, you're getting into a realistic form, which means it's coming from a memory. This is something that if you can remember back, sorry, I do a bit of painting readings too, but if you can remember back to a time where you really were out there feeling the breeze and looking at the sky, that's what you're feeling right now. It has to be like this.
Don't forget
We lost, we're losing our clouds, that's okay. We are the artists, we can decide if it goes back in. Okay, good job. Hey, everybody, I want to show you another one. Okay, all right, everybody, go over here. Look at the sky and look at the clouds, right? Now, in my opinion, very little has to be done with these clouds this time, right? But we're going to add a little bit of white in, that kind of thing. So you can see that she already has it in place, where you can see the sky is bringing out all those beautiful clouds. See that? Far away. Looks different from farther away. So you gotta remember, don't look at the branch amongst of the forest, right? Look at the forest. It has a branch, no leaf, and these kind of things. Amongst of the forest, right? Look at the forest. And everything has a branch, no leaf, and these kind of things. So remember not to get too close. So I see sky here.
Those are just clouds.
So I should go here.
Yep, it's a little tab, and then you always fill that back in over top, so you can just and leave some of this dark. Oh, here, let me give this back to you. Okay, so you can always see this back end. So you can go a little bit lower. And like, that's how we happen, right? No, no, I love it. What you're going to do is you're going to be bringing that to these clouds, okay? So what I would do here is, so just in here, maybe just fill in a little bit there, and then with blue, because we're just using blue and whites, and we're just doing, and then with blue, because we're just using blue and whites, and we're just doing the sky right now, okay? And if you want to create like if this landscape and then there's sky and then you gotta make this, but I really like it. I just see that this is a different from that side. So what I do is want to bring in and make it a little bit thicker. I just think these are both sides. Okay, it's good, very good. Good job. Okay, we're gonna almost not really Hey guys, check out the texture in the sky, okay? Look at that. Now this is really cool, okay? So what's happening here is you're going to find that this is going to be kind of a happy occasion kind of painting, okay? When you add nice texture, that's really disney and dancing, the viewers look at it, they're going to smile when they look at the piece, okay? She has a bird and it's a nice, fun, lovable painting. And all that paint is going to dry down, it's going to blend right together. And I love the undercolor. Underpainting underneath it, okay? Beautiful. See when you can see it from right. Good job. All right, the water, the sky, I don't know which one reflects which one. There's lots of conspiracy theories out there, but we are going to try to do this today, okay? All right, so you have all this practice creating the blues that you created. You used white, you used blue, you used your common color that we created, which was that nice burnt umber, kind of purpley, browny, red, orangey. Everyone has a different tone, okay? But we added that in. Now we're going to do the same thing with the water, but now what we want to do is our brush strokes are going to matter. So if you do whooshy brush strokes like this, you're going to get waves, okay? You don't want to be out there. You might get seasick. And that's totally okay. That gives it character. That's what Lake Superior is. Now if you go, okay, and you're painting in a nice, calm, flowing motion, following the land. You're going to get a nice, calm, blended water, okay? Really great for skipping rocks. Now, if you do swirly, thick brush strokes, you're going to, you're going to get this really neat, abstract kind of like, what direction is the water going, and it's going to have some kind of current in there. And you might even get a little bit of like white caps and waves. So everything that you do when it comes to the water is going to give your painting character. I mean, why not, right? Every one of us is different, and when you go out there, every day is different. Right now, you literally are painting every single day of the year around here, okay? The weatherman doesn't know anything. I didn't want to say the wrong word in case there's children watching, so that's good. Okay, so what you want to do is now you get to choose. Do you have lots of water? You're going to use the big brush. Do you have, smaller areas where the water is pouring out? You're going to use the angle brush. So between those two brushes, you're going to go ahead and get a nice big dollop of paint. So again, this time, it's a little different. This time, you're going to get your white, big dollop. I cleaned my brush by the way in between. I did, so you guys see that too. And then I'm gonna take a blue, okay? And this is called just wet on wet. We're gonna go in and we're gonna find a really nice happy little place. And we're gonna start to blend that in. And before that dries, we're gonna take a bit of the color wheel, blend it, we'll have something different. And you're gonna go in and you're gonna see where that goes. Now, some of you, when you look at your water, you're gonna see highlights, lowlights. You're gonna see, look at your paintings right now. You're gonna see where it's lighter and where it's darker. And what I want you to do is if you like that, if you really like how that looks already, try to follow it. Just like a puzzle piece or a map, okay? So you take it in, and we're gonna go back and forth, and we're gonna start blending this paint just like we did the sky, only it's a little bit more clear. And if you do sweeps, like I said, it's gonna be wavy. Look at that, already the waves are coming in, right? So go ahead, try it, get a little bit of white first, and then a little bit of blue. And try to slowly add in your background color. It's a little scary to do that, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, you know, at this point though, you gotta just have faith in yourself. And some of you might just really like your really bright blue, and you can, okay? Well, we're gonna go into our cloud. I just want to use up the blue, so we'll fix up that in a little bit. Keep moving forward. And if your paint is not moving for you very well, a paint with a dry brush against the canvas. And so it could look like, when you do it correctly, it could look like shine on the lake, you know, sparkles on the lake. But for right now, you know, just have fun with it and see if you do like that, then go ahead with it. But if you don't, you might just need more paint or more water. Does that make sense? Yeah? Take your time, just like the sky. And again, if you got trees, make sure you put some indications of the water color behind your trees. It could be leaves. Oh yeah, because you can see the lake through the trees. And you can make a judgment call. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. You can make a judgment call. Can you see over there? Am I just turn a little bit? See that? How I just kind of put a little bit of blue into my trees too? Okay, good. Good, good. Again, I'm just going to finish this up and then I'm coming around. You do this. I can do this in 45 minutes. You guys can do this in 3 hours. I'm just teasing. Oh no, I'm not teasing. They're gonna say I'm a big meanie now. I can't wait to see everyone's brush strokes and how everyone's doing it. I hope everyone at home is having fun. I'm so sorry if I forget sometimes to say hello. Everybody say hi, everyone at home. We're concentrating. Thank you very much. Yep. You know what's interesting? You know how like if the food's good, no one's talking. It's like we're kind of here like it's almost like a dinner setting, and like you know they're really concentrating. Nobody's talking. Yeah. Isn't it amazing? And this is the thing, it's like how easy is it coming into play now? The colors are really popping and we're having a lot of fun. Just creating. I really do think I've created something that you guys will be able to hang up. And like at your camps or, you know.
No way, it's front stage.
I should do series. This is interesting. If you guys want a series, I should do all the locations around, like from Nippigan all the way up to Marathon, and then we'll have an art exhibition for whoever wants to submit their paintings that they do on these. Wouldn't that be cool all year? Yeah, I think
I said you could go either one.
I'm trying to get our
Depending on how much water
Oh yeah, you can change it brushes, remember? I will let you know if we're using anything specific, but if you need to change up brushes because you really want to get into small little spots like say in between or something, you can go ahead and do that. You can change brushes. You have all the tools you need right in front of you. All you need is the willingness to try. All right, I'm gonna leave that. Let's see. Step back a little bit. Not blocking anybody. Oh, that's a good sound. Ooh, I just made it up. Okay. There's no technical terms here. It's going to be all sound, okay? We got this. I think sounds work better anyways. Did the cha-cha-cha help you like balance your brush? Yeah? No. Now, I'm going to go around and see what kind of personalities our paintings have now that they have water in it. I'm curious to see who has dark sides, who has light sides. Remember, if your sky is too dark, add light. If your sky is too light, add maybe a bit of blue, okay? Or even if you want it deeper, darker, add a bit of that original color that we created, that burnt sienna, okay? All right, I'm coming around now to help you out. And then on here, just use a big brush in. Make sure you still see what your love. Okay. And then up here is probably what I would say needs a little bit of work over here. No, in the water. So I would just say, yeah, and you can add a little water. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that was good. So even if you're just trying to, you know, try to, like, you guys are just kind of
Oh, yeah,
yeah. But I love this looks like just no, you didn't. No mistakes in these classes. There's no mistakes.
Yeah. It's a little bit of mystery is fine. And you don't have to pay for the one at home.
Dance like that.
No, we're just.
Well, you know, when we saw it, I said, I have to come there.
Yes,
because I promised you
No, I promised me. Yeah. Talk about it.
Nice.
So that's why. Sound like apple. I'll you can fit it Yeah, well, that's it.
I'm trying to convince the world to go to Disney cruise.
They, the book doesn't give me that.
Well, we talked about that, but she wants to go to get the kids at Disney. I said, well, we're
Oh, yes,
yeah, yeah.
If your paint's not moving, add a little bit of water, okay? If you have really, really thick paint, and you're starting to see harsh lines that are going up and down, and they're not going the direction of, say water, the way you want it to go, just wipe off your excess paint and then soften it, which is called feathering. So you can wipe off all that paint off of your brush, and then just go in with a clean brush, and you'll soften all those lines up, okay? So it's okay down here.
Tell me.
From small restaurants to small.
Yeah.
How would I do that?
Well, I would just, so I would just take a little paint, just a smidgen on your brush, and then just softly do these same strokes, but just a little closer to the tree. Yeah. Good job. Yeah. Okay, I'm showing another one. Here we go. Take a look at this. Okay, so you can see that the same tone from the sky to the water slightly different because the water is deeper. Okay, it has more value because of weight. Okay, and you can see that the impressionism kind of style here of the clouds. Now, if you really wanted to go into impressionism, you can go and you can develop those clouds when we go into the white. You can go in and you can start to do like swirly kind of markings, so it's texturized and it has more of like they are the main character of the show kind of thing. Do it when we're developing the clouds, so you can change them like that, okay? But beautiful, beautiful work. Nice. Yay!
Oh, is it? Oh, nice. What are you gonna do?
Break these down.
Daisy, Kim, and Brendan's
And Charlie.
Charlie, I love it. Yeah, you did a great
Okay,
job.
don't forget to carry your color over to the edge, that wraparound edge of your canvas. Okay, everyone take a look here. I love this. Look at this. So her brush strokes are going in the direction the water is going. It's flowing. You can drink from this water because it's not stagnant, right? Okay? This is where all the animals drink from because we know it moves. That's survival tip, 101, survival tip, right? All right, there you go. Yeah, absolutely. Good. There you go. Yeah, you your brush strokes go into the direction. Just don't use your smaller brush. So you've got more straight in your lines, that kind of thing. I would bring in a lighter color here too, so that like a lighter white would be, and like this color and that color, and if you put it in between your leaves, it's always gonna make the dark leaves pop. Otherwise, the dark blue, so it'll be hard to see it unless you have like a different lighting. Okay. You can relax that video. The most flattest soft, right? Oh my God, it's fun. So then. See, it looks like you're being proactive. Going to help you work on the clouds a little bit here. Some of you are starting filling them in. That's good. That's your vision. That's where you're going with it. And of course, it is your own being. Take that your own seed. And if you want to move ahead of time, you can. Those of you who are needing a little bit more time on water, how much time are we needing? Like, we're not going to go too crazy, but then like what, 3 minutes? Okay. All right, everybody, one more minute and then we're going to start with clouds. If you want to start with your clouds a little earlier, that's fine. I'm going to give you another minute just to get everyone to a certain spot, okay? Make sure everyone's at a certain spot. Look at this, guys. We're rocking and rolling. We got the clouds, we got flare, we got foliage, and we got trees. That's it. And our sun. So, was the first part the hardest part? Ah, exactly. Now you guys are all pros. You can go teach all your family. How do you feel your image though? Good? Do you feel a little bit better about how you see instead of going in and me saying nothing there, right? I mean, it's a good way of doing it. Okay, we're gonna move on to the clouds. We're gonna look up here. Clean your brushes. Just pretend like there's something sticky at the bottom of your cup. Dab, 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 okay? Is everything okay? I'm looking at the camera. The cameraman, are you doing good? Good, that comes up. All right. So now, what we want to do is we're going to do something called dry brushing. I mentioned it earlier. What we're doing is we're trying to create a puffy, fluffy cloud that allows the undercolor to come through, but also they can blend and work with your sky a little bit because we have some harsh edges, right? So this is a little bit important. You need your ray again. So put your ray down, maybe over somewhere close to your paintbrushes. Let's do that. Let's have it down on the table. And what you're going to do is you're going to take that nice, deep, dark blue, and we're just going to mix it with that medium color that we use in the background. I'm just going to call it our grounding color, okay? So I'll show you. Here's my mist palette. Okay, everyone wash your brushes. I'm going to use the big brush right now. You can use a smaller brush if you have smaller clouds. I have one huge cloud. So anyone who has smaller clouds that are, I don't know, as big as your fist, that's probably a small cloud. Does that make sense? You want to use maybe the angled brush, that chisel edge angled brush, or even a smaller brush if you need to. Now, don't worry about wrecking the brush. It will go back and it will take its shape again, I promise, okay? Well, I don't promise. It might wreck the brush, but I mean, I don't want you to worry. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Okay. Okay, you're gonna go in. You're gonna take a little bit of white, okay, on your brush. You're gonna take your claw, somewhere where it's more damp than wet, okay? And you're gonna try to wipe off any excess paint. So you just have this nice damp brush, okay, with a little bit of paint on it. You're never gonna get more paint on your brush than this right now. This is one rule you gotta listen to, okay? Unless you want to, then you don't have to paint your own clouds. Don't find that. But here we go. What you want to do is you want to hold your brush like a pencil, nice and close to the bristles of the brush, the stick. All right, and you're going to go in and you're going to push firmly out towards the canvas and swirl. And you're going to kind of like if you've ever seen a child paint and they kind of are a little bit more harsh and you know you're spinning your brush. Now I hope you guys can see the transformation in what's happening. But do you see how it's starting to poof? Here, I'll do more. Okay, hold on. We're gonna do the top. So wherever the light is hitting your cloud, wherever you can see that your cloud is lighter and at the top of the cloud is usually a roll. You're gonna go in. See that, Sarah? Okay, and you're gonna go and you're gonna push your cloud in, and it's gonna start to transform. And I do this fast because you don't need really harsh lines in here. Do you see how that's forming? Is it showing? I hope it's showing. Okay. Can you guys see there? A little bit of white. And you know, you kind of gotta be childish with this. You know, we always tell kids, oh, you know, not so hard on the brushes and things like that. But really, if you really want to get texture in there, sometimes you need to go harsher with your brush. So let me attempt that now with the white. We are going to bring in the darker color the same way, so don't worry about that. Again, leave some of this undercolor there that's darker, so that you know where to put the darker paint later, okay? So go ahead, go fill your brush up, wipe the excess off, go in and just find where your cloud is really bright. And let's bring those clouds in there. 1, 2, 3, go! Okay, I'm coming around. Good job.
Most of it, I think.
Interpretive. I love it. It's fun, isn't it?
It is a
You
lot.
never know what the hell you're gonna
I
get.
know, these fingers are magic.
I am watching. Good. It's pretty good.
And you'll see there should be a part that moves that way and that way. Okay, I see a lot of light. I'm working on it.
Son of a gun.
Okay, let me look around. I think you like the edge of the clip. The only thing I would say is soften up that white and look. Yeah, you just like it.
Yeah, a lot of
And then another.
Pink all over your face and everything. Oh, yeah, your concentration's.
See, sometimes we look too close at our painting and we're not seeing the pins developing, so just keep adding. And I just, yeah. But I
give it to your. We can cherish forever, 50 years now. And
So everyone take a look up here. There we go. So it's a layer upon layer upon layer. So you're using your leverage, like on the excess paint. Try to like hands and wet, that's fine. We do have that a little bit on top here because she wanted to have that stable, nice, white, crisp sun. The sun is hit the clouds, okay? There we go. And you want to blend now and layers so that your sky and your clouds are speaking, are communicating, okay? But you're not seeing your sky with harsh lights in your clouds. So you want to kind of cover up, let the sky and the clouds together. There you go. Good job. And we're going to give you a little bit more time for that, so hold on to your canvas and start laying that white paint.
oh yeah, baby.
David, wake up, fall asleep over there.
I'm cracker.
Your daughter, your granddaughter was like, my grandmother.
Yeah. Okay, everyone. Look at here. Wow, these are so cool. You see those? They're moving. Like there's nice little gusts of wind. It's like, you know, when you see that white cloud, like, you know, one of those ones. That's what she just came. So good. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Keep going. All right.
That's right, yeah. She says, no, no.
Same way to start moving a smidgen faster. And you can see the under. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. I You know, you take ownership over it, and I love that about you. That's exactly what you need to do. Whatever it says you need to do, and whatever's easiest, just do it. Yeah. Good job. Hey, everyone over here. We haven't started anything dark on the project, but take a look here. This is what these clouds are super ready for now. They're depth, there's darkness. We add a little bit of that nice beige purple in there, okay? She's gonna be able to develop those clouds. These are so cute. I love it because she's got the sky blue mixing in. Okay, that just happens. It just happens, and it's perfect. I love that. It's kind of what's the Sunday newspaper cartoon clouds? You guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Oh, where did this go? Ah. Okay, good. Okay, just a little bit longer. You guys got like 3 minutes. Hold on your canvases and mush that white paint into them. Mush it. Bigger and better.
Yeah, well, see, I don't have my weight is too big.
Good job. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. You got 1 more minute. How are we doing with our clouds? Good? I don't really know how to exactly count to a minute, so I don't really know exactly what we're doing now. But get to a minute. Get those clouds in. Okay. I know I was here to check out. Yeah, I love it. So, okay. So in this one, you just need it more full. So with this one, I would like. That's yeah. So Give me that. So we're serving
Right?
But I'm going to go on my way next to it, right? So now, that's what you want to do is separate. So hold on to your canvas and just get my sit. Okay. We're gonna go into the shadow of the clouds. Okay? Now we're ready to get into the clouds. Okay. So you probably want to look on up here. What we're making is kind of like a gray, but you can't just do gray up there, okay? So it's just not a natural look, and it doesn't go with anything in here. We have to use this burgundy or red or purpley color that we created, because we're using it for the canvas, so it's consistent. We always add a little bit in. So what we want to do is we want to create a purple. Then we're going to add a little bit of white at a time until it's toned down enough that it is darker than the white, which it's going to be anyway, right? And it's a bit of a grayish purple. Does that make sense? We're not going to gray. We have to create a purple first, okay? And then we're going to add a little black. So let's do this together. We're going to change brushes right now. We're going to go one size smaller. So whatever brush you were using, go one size smaller. Whatever brush you were using, go one size smaller. Do not dip it into the water because it should be dry. Dry brush, dry brushing, dry. Okay? What should it be? Dry. Yes. Okay. So now we're going to mix our paint a little bit together. No water is added to this. It needs to be nice, thick paint. So what you want to do is you want to take your original color that we started with. We all have a different tone of purpley, reddish color, okay? You're going to take that and you're going to find a spot on your palette. Some of you might have like open spots. Others, you just kind of have to find a spot. You're just taking a little bit. You're adding in a bit of blue, a smidgen, a teeny tiny bit of blue, okay? And you're going to add in quite a lot of white, and you're going to blend them together and look at it. Look at your color, and get to a spot where you are comfortable with it. It can be dark, it can be light. I'm going to look at my cloud. I'm going to look at, okay. I'm going to look at my paint. You can actually mix it into your white spot as well. You have a white spot. Okay, so then you're going to add just a little itty bitty smidgen of black tap. Once I'm mixing that together, blending a tiny bit. I mean, like The eye of the needle, black, that's it, all you need. And it should tone it down. Now, black and white change the tone and the depth of the it's going to be gray, the lightest grayish purple. So you might have to add some white. Okay, so then what I'm going to do, well, you guys know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to wipe off the excess paint, and I'm going to smoosh this in there. And I'm going to smoosh it into the cloud where I think the shadow is, so where the deep part of the cloud is, and that underpainting kind of helps you. Can you see that? You can do it. So you're not changing how you're painting, and if it's too dark, add the white back in. Okay? Okay, I'm coming around. I see yes. Yeah, I have a needle. And it makes it.
Exactly, yeah.
That's what you're great. Yeah, now make sure your paint is dry. If there are any extra paint on your brush, make sure it's dry. If it is too brush, add in some light. You have to You got it. Now you're going like that. So you're making petals when you should be making tapping your kind of the bottom around.
Wherever the dark one.
And you can keep adding more. Yeah, except for the top. Right? Yeah, and then you can blend these two. What do you mean? I know what she's tricky with. Way more. Just look like a see how the colors. Oh, I see. So I can blend all of them? Yeah. You got it. But you might want to put some street on it.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay.
Okay, just like all around.
Yeah, not all the way around it because there wouldn't be like, there wouldn't be a lot of shadow up top. Because we're looking at it from this side. So that would look your corner. So I would go in. And underneath your clouds, it's bright. And I don't mean underneath in the way that you're painting into your stuff. You're painting still on your. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Good. Good, doing good? Yeah, doing good. I was just without just like kind of layering and softening right now.
No, that's good. Thank goodness. Teach it, right, Jeff? Wouldn't that be something great?
Oh yeah, this one's going down. No, there's no numbers. It's just like a little sliver like this. It doesn't show numbers this time. No. You can literally
Show this to the dance here. She did a nice blend between dark tones and light tones. And she just said back and forth between dark and the light. Because if it's too dark, you add the white. And if it's too light, you're gonna add the nice deep dark gray. It's not deep dark, it's like light gray. Okay? Okay, we're doing good. They're beautiful. Okay, a couple more minutes. We're almost all done this top. We're getting into the landscape. Think you guys are holding your breath in the clouds while you breathe out the landscape. It's just a little scatter. I'm not saying that good. No, yeah,
I would be fun. You can look at the top trees,
So just, okay, we're gonna go to the next. Oh, wait, do we need like, what, 1 more minute? If you're done, clean your brush. I think you're a little, oh, those are your strengths.
You're done.
I want you to look at these, see how she left a lot of the underpainting in there? Looks really good. At least realistic. Very good. Keith, do you want to bring around some more paper towel to everybody? Oh, okay. That's not even my punchline tonight. It's just something that keeps happening. We're going to finish all of this beautiful landscape. Okay, how many of you have a landscape in the background? Like some kind of land sound area in the background? All of you? Yeah? Okay, so how many of you don't have anything like that? I have a little bit. A little bit? Like a land stage. Mostly good. Okay. So that same gray, but a little bit darker, a nice purpley blue, is what we're going to do for that background. Okay? So when things are pushed, everyone up here, listen. Eyes up here. Okay. All right. Wait, shake it off. You guys are doing amazing, okay? We just got to 1 point. Now what we're going to just basically, we are painting in all these shapes with a nice deep blue or purple, because when things are pushed into the distance, they are blue, huge, or purple. So what I want you to do right now is you're basically creating, you're gonna add black and blue together. Go ahead and do that now with a little brush. You can use a pointy brush. Pointy brush. Yeah, just with a black pointy brush. Okay, mix those two colors together. You need, you're gonna add white to that as well. A little bit of blue, a little bit of black, a little bit of white. So you're gonna notice that it doesn't matter if your colors mix together. Are you guys seeing that? With your palette might be really messy, and you might get a red in there. That's okay. That's okay.
Throw it in the bathroom.
And you're only going to add that original color that we started with. So now we should have a nice, large amount of paint, blue, black, okay? Black. Yeah, blue, black. You'll create it. You'll keep adding paint until it happens. Okay? White. Blue, and a little bit of the color that you started out with. This is already a red. This is going to be our background landscape. Our land.
Is it almost ready?
It's dark. It's dark. Okay? But it's definitely purple and not black. Or like,
Mine's more like a.
All right, here we go. All right. Okay, mix in that beautiful purple. Black, white, blue, and our base color. Good. And it's not gray, it's a gray blue or a gray purple. Okay, so now we're gonna do that nice long, or whatever you have in the background, that's landmass. That's what we're filling in. You can see it up here in the shape pit. You can see how we did gray blue, right? You can see that they came over purple. Now, if it's too light for you, add some dark. You can add black. You can add blue. You can make it more purple. You can, don't add any more white. You have to look. This is where you have to look at your painting, and you have to decide if you want it darker or if you want it lighter. This is a choice you have to make.
So we're not going that green color.
No, we're going up here. Up here, they're gray. If you want it green, you paint it green.
I see.
Absolutely. Your paint. If you can do different shades, different tones, but you're painting it in. Good job. Good job. This is our control. So I'm going to show you guys here. There you go. Can you guys see it over there? Yeah? Oh yeah, you can paint the whole thing. You can see that some of my land masses, I have a couple of them, so I've added more white or I've added more blue. I mean, let's just get one done and let's see about how we want the other one to look. Step by step. Let's just take one and let's fill it in. Let's paint it in. Okay? And you're gonna start to see that come out. You're doing good, guys. This is all new, right? When you've been painting and it becomes your career, like it's been mine for over 10 years, it's something that, it's like the back of my hand and I just kind of move through it. This is a huge learning curve. This is like, learning how to jog before you can walk kind of thing. And that's why I love doing it, because you can see that once you break through that barrier of fear and you have that confidence, And even if by the end of all of this, there is some element that you're not too sure about, that's okay. You've lived another day. You've lived through it, right? We've got it. And such is life, really. You're always going to have these emotions, these ups and downs, these happenings in life where, you're not too sure. But when you look at it at a bigger scope, you go, you know what? I actually did pretty good in that moment. That was really good, So just be kind to yourself and make the choices you need to make. I'm never going to tell anybody that they're right or they're wrong. I'm going to make suggestions to help you develop what you need to develop and help you find avenues of where you're going. But you, at the end of the day, need to decide, do I want to just take this wax? Do I want, what do I want to do? But this beautiful grayish blue or gray purple is really going to set those landscapes back into the picture, into the distance, okay? What time do we got? Am I making a time? What time we got?
9:39.
9:39, okay. We'll be good. I want to make sure you guys aren't sitting here too long. All right, now. I would be too hard on yourself and perfectly straight, but try. Try to, if it's not straight, it'll just like rocks and curves like a bottom. But just attempt to. And if you need to place your canvas right now, different tones, you can so that was a really good question. So as some of you have 1 or 2 or 3 different land masses, okay, like you have the islands in the background, you can add more black to make it darker, so the islands that are closer to you. And the islands that are pushed way to the back, or the land masses that are pushed way back, and this is be light, a little bit of white. You have to make that interval. I want to show you guys this one right here. Check this out. See how the canvas is showing through, like that nice undertone painting? That looks like a hiking trail, and like there's rocks in there. Okay, it looks like, you can go on an adventure out that way. Do you see how that she's leaving some of that in there? I just love that. Right?
Northern Lights is what I thought when I.
Actually, it does. Beautiful.
Your granddaughter's getting it for
Oh,
sure.
you're gonna be proud there, like. Yeah. Your eyes really have to blend in, and then you can't be shut back. Always those corrections. Yeah. Okay, everyone, take a look up here. We haven't started the land yet, but she's got a head start because she has now finished her background. Okay? She's now finished that. Dark. That was adjustable. That is something that you have to make nice and dark, but then leaving that background painting again. Looks so cool, right? I'll show you. Good. There we go. All right. And if you guys are done that, go right in if you want to try attempt to be less before we do it, that's fine. It is going to be a kind of a fast-paced part of the painting. Now, I know it feels like we've kind of picked up pace a little bit, and I understand that. That's a little bit of these ups and downs. I'm not sure what I'm doing, and am I going behind feeling? But you haven't been going behind. We're all in the same place right now, okay? So I'm going to finish up this one. I'm going to do one more quick run around, and then we're going to get these landscapes done. And you guys are so happy with them, I'm so excited. So that's what we did into the mush mush cha-chas again. Mush mush cha-chas, mush mush cha-cha. All right? We're doing good. If any of you are just lingering and hanging out and you want to like go back into your sky a little bit, I mean, clean your brush off completely and you can go back into your sky if you want to. Any little touch-ups, but try not to go too far with the land if you're not super comfortable with it. If you've done it before, you're comfortable, go for it, go for it. But I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. I never ended up getting a fully finished painting of my own. I'll fix it up later. I'll see if I can get this really fast.
I think that.
Yeah. It's definitely a different feeling when you're. But by the end of this, I hope that you guys have learned a little bit today. And you can see how a really good defined painting does take a little bit of time. Some of my paintings can take up to 80 hours to complete and finish. My rain barrels themselves take days because you have to let them dry in between. You know, when we do the summer art retreat, which we're planning this year again, you know, like we're going to try to cram things in and do smaller pieces so that nobody feels rushed. But again, they do still take up to 3 hours to do some of these things. So I mean, it gives you a newfound appreciation for those who do it all the time. But it's just like any job. The more that you come around quickly, I'm going to see where we're at with those landscapes in the background. Good. 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 Yes. Yes. Ooh, good job. Okay. Yeah. See how that really pushes into the background now? Now just imagine this being beautifully green and yellow and vibrantness, okay? That all's gonna go away. It's gonna go push into the background. We didn't do it, don't we? Good job. I love it.
Good job, great job.
If you're done and you want to move forward, we're just gonna finish up on my background.
Now I'm starting to run out of juice.
We're
Ready to go? Yeah? Okay. We're gonna be doing 4 rounds. So we're all done in the background, moving into the foreground, which means this huge, any kind of land mass you have disposed of, we're basically now filling in the rest of our painting. We're gonna do this, okay? So what we want to do, we're not doing the trees, we're just the land, the grass, the rocks, all that kind of stuff, okay? So what we want to do is we want to start off with a really messy base that we can mush all this paint into. It's going to start to look like different variations of greens, yellows, blacks, and when I say we're mushing it in together, you've already experienced that a little bit. You've already been there. It's going to be awkward at first, so I need you to keep going. So you're going to get out your big brush, unless you only have little itty bitty land masses, but you're going to get out your big brush. And we're going to go in with a little bit of green and a little bit of black. Is that green on your palette? Yeah. Good. Mix it into your green, and you want it to just be in there as a dollop. Black and green, that's it. That's all I said. Black and green, good job. And now, I didn't mix it in that much. I want the black and the green to kind of, I don't know, like they're friends. You know, they're not like, when they're just black and green. Put your black into your green. All three. Yeah, just take black and green. That's it. Okay. Black and green, different colors, yeah, that's fine. okay? You're gonna go in and you're gonna start figure out where your land masses are and paint it. Don't worry about trees unless they're like really small and you need to see where the tree is, then go ahead. Like I'm kind of, you see that? Nice and messy, fast, swift, nice and messy.
At the end, you guys can take a picture.
Nice and messy. This is where you mix your shapes. It's green and black. It just, you can see it from there. Green and black. Now this is where it's kind of like you're priming your put all the other colors on. So this here is like you're just trying to fill it in, and you can use the brush to create this one here. There is a shape. There's a train track that goes there. So I'm just gonna take this and I'm just gonna cut it this way, and I'll just paint up here, and then. Yeah, there's like a little train track, but it's just all black. It's an indent, this is a format. And then I'm gonna just take it and I'm just gonna not paint where the train track kind of thing is. And I'm gonna just make sure there's more green kind of moving around on the canvas. I'm gonna dip into my black, green, and just get it on there. There you go. Green, black, green, black. You can fix your shapes. Yeah. Try not to mix it into the cup. Try to have it be like curly. We can get you more green if you feel like.
Well, I got lots of green.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. Everyone's is going to be different. You need that nice dark color so you can put all the bright stuff on top of it. Yeah, the tree's very last thing we're gonna do.
No, you don't cover it over.
You don't have to cover it over, no. You wanna just do like what you did in the sky. So you're just gonna try to leave that indent of the tree in there, and then we'll pull back over that. I guess it's kind of like a coloring book in a way. So, I guess in a way, you could say it's kind of like you created your own coloring book. Okay? Go faster in this. You don't have to be particular. You don't have to be fancy. You just gotta get the paint on there so we can mush it in, and it has to stay wet. So go on in there and be brave. You got it. Yeah. So you want this right on top of the lake and bring it back in. Yeah, but not on the Okay, so this is where you fix your shape. So if you need to paint into your lake a little bit to make the better shape of the land, go ahead. You don't let the colors control you in that way. With acrylic paint, you can just paint right over top of something. Like you wanted, was it you just wanted to correct the shape?
No, me, it was me.
It was you, okay. Yeah, that's the very last thing we're doing. So don't worry about that, just paint around them. Yeah, okay?
So, what's your no?
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you can make that more or less. And then like even in here, I love with that shade.
Yeah.
And you kind of put the trees you want, so you can paint over top. Oh, and the trees will be last, right? So in the very corner, you paint out the tree.
Oh, okay. Good job in there. Okay, so paint cannot dry, so I have to move on to the next step. Okay. I have not cleaned my brush. Do not clean your brush. Take some yellow. Wherever the trees are in the distance, are getting that sun, that's when we want to just tap it in and push this paint, okay? Now, if it makes makes it more comfortable, you can always remove excess yellow so that you only have a little bit. And what you're gonna do is, while this is all painting and drying, you're gonna start to dab. And you're gonna just start to slowly add in. Do you see how I'm still going over top of my white a couple more times? So you can see a faint light green. Can you see it? It's hard to see it.
Would you stab the whole thing?
I'm just dabbing it to mush together and blend. Okay, I'll say it really, really loud. So now your paint is wet on the canvas. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a little bit of yellow. Yellow and green make fluorescent green. Make those treetop colors, right? So what you wanna do is you wanna just dab and jab it like this. Bounce, 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 pop, 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 pop. And if you come look really close, you're gonna start to see the effects of this fluorescent green coming into play.
What brush do you use?
I'm using the big one. If you have smaller landscapes, you can go ahead and use, yeah. And because they are running out of time, there's a couple other things that we can do to kind of make it faster, and that's just kind of make it really rough and you can always go back into your paint. Some of you might even want to have like really, really bright stuff. If you want to do that, you can. And I like to just blend it and stylistically and just bring in that nice light green. Do you see how your colors are changing? Good. It probably will feel a lot better at this point. Okay? And you want to just keep doing that. Now, don't go and take all the time. That's what you're just trying to get that nice light green in there. It's great. And you're going to do that wherever you think that this nice light color needs to come in. And that's when you have that squishy texture between the yellow and the green, it looks like the tops of the trees, okay? So if you want to do soft valleys and like flowy, you could always just take it and like lightly, softly, brush the brush across. It's up to you guys what you want to do. And so now what you're doing is that is called texturizing. So along that, you can start adding other colors, right? You can add in red, like springtime tree, fall time trees, white trees. What's the one that I can't remember? Anyways, birch trees. Well, their leaves are like yellow, and the tops of the trees are white.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Anyways, and then you can do browns, because sometimes there's a little brown down there. But we're just gonna texturize. And the more paint you put on, the more it's gonna mush together, okay? And as you get closer and closer to yourself, and the further and further down the painting, to the bottom of the painting, try to go a little bit brighter, add more yellow. Like, why not, right? And we're just gonna dab and dab and dab. Each of you are going to be developing something that looks unique and different, okay? So just remember that you can add in different colors. If it's too light or too bright, add some black. And go between the colors and the colors. And you're going to start to see little bushes come in too. See how like I'm pushing it? And you start to see these little clouds again, but they look like bushes. Okay? You can add dark black if you want to, and you can get really dark bushes in there too. So you can go between some different colors here, guys. And again, we are going a little bit into our time here. So quickening the pace a little bit. We're gonna skip a couple, but I want to get into a point where you guys have a really painting. Okay, I'm going around some
We got some tree stripes here. Good job.
Yeah, well, they're all there, yeah, all the, we'll be remember, that's just a guideline. Thank you so Okay, good. Yes. We're getting there. Keith.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna have to go, like, don't worry about cleaning it up. Good job, everybody. All right, so go ahead and maybe try to add a little bit of black bushes in. Try to bring some of that darkness in. This is gonna add some definition. So you just were doing the right. Now still just pushing it together, but you need to have some black layers. And you're mushing. Just mush it. And if it's something that is a little too scary for you, you don't have to add the black, you can move forward. Yeah, just do what you're comfortable with. Good job, guys. All right. We're doing this. We got this.
Presenting you like
Thank you. All right. I'm going to give you guys a little more time, and then we're doing the trees. And I think that's what we'll do last night. Is I'll concentrate on get that part completed, those trees completed, and then what we'll do is we'll pull that out tonight because we're getting it there. And one more show, look at all the different variations of greens. Look at it. Look at how that looks. When you just push all of the beautiful colors together. Paint every individual tree we have.
I'll get there, just touch my tree, and I'm done. You're faster.
Okay, good.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Hey, we're getting there. That's what we got. Okay, let's look at this little right. Look at that, right? Now, like you can see it's coming together. We didn't paint every individually, we just mushed it together. So, again, okay. You guys scared to review away.
tell that was the car, no. I did it with-
Can't get my idea, and I don't know where. I haven't seen it since, No, I understand.
Nothing around
This is
here.
like my gym, this is my workout at the gym, right? Oh,
Okay, final judges, you guys are going to love this. We are completing the piece. So, who of you has, like black left? We have black left? Okay, anyone who needs more black? Just raise your hand. How many of you have good color? Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. Mix. Okay, Keith. Come over here. Yes. Anyone who needs more black, just keep your hand up. And everyone go back here and eat. Good. Look up here. You're good. Okay. Now, usually what I do is I use a really big brush and I show you that style of swish swish trees. But what I'm seeing in the room and what I've done here today is I'm actually going to utilize a pointy brush. Now, it could make it a little nerve-wracking because you're not just putting a big black tree in there. We're going to paint the trunk in first, and we're going to just slowly dance these leaves. Now, if you take the pointy brush and you just push it against the canvas and lift back up, that's the shape of a leaf, right? Now, if you take that same, sorry, Tracy, if you what? If you take the pointy brush and you just place it down on your canvas, that makes a leaf, right? Now, if you elongate that and you add and many leaves, you get a full branch, right? So, the theory of this is we're still going to smoosh and we're still going to dance the brush, but the idea is to create many different branches and leaves and variations of green. That means your black, the green we made, the yellow, the white, and we're using all these different variations, just like we did here, but with the smallest brush. Okay, I know you can do it. I know you can. Okay, trees are scary. I know. Okay, but look up here. I haven't even shown you yet. We're using the black. I'm going in and I'm going to load my brush with black because. So you're going to go in and you're going to dab a little bit of polka dots at the top of the tree. Okay. Dab, dab, dab. And then you're going to take a straight line down. So I don't even draw the top of the tree. I just dot and make the idea of it. You guys all hear that? Yeah? Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and drag my brush all the way down. And the more you push on your brush, the thicker your trunk will be. Okay. So thin, light, all the way to thick. I'm going to go back in. Yeah. Pointy, skinny brush. The smallest one, yeah. I'll come around here. I'll do it again for you. Ready? You can do it on this one. Put a little dots. Couple little dots. Okay? And then.
There you go.
Okay? All right, now. We're doing good? We're doing good? Okay. Now what I want you to do is follow the trees that are there for you. You're going to cover some of this up, and you're going to let some of that under canvas, under painting show through. And I'm just kind of doing dots in this messy fashion. And then as the tree becomes bigger, the more you can do, because there's more space. So you can start to make that line, and then make leaves coming from it if you want to, and then fill in that little spot to place people. Now, that's all I want you guys to focus on is how you're moving your brush around to make it look like the trees. So remember what trees look like? And again, if you are using a different brush and you're more comfortable with a different brush, a different way, maybe you can pick a different tree. That's totally fine. You can start to go into the greens, into the browns, maybe brown and all you have to do is add more blue to your middle color if you want a brown in there. You can go ahead and start getting into your trees. I'm going to come around to you individually just to see what type of tree you have. Because I have a different one than some of you, don't I? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go in. I'm going to try to finish up this tree, and then I'm coming around. Okay? Try it on first. After you're done with the black, you're going to your greens and into your yellows. That's the top of my tree. I'm going to smoosh that into the black. And then I'm going to smoosh in my yellow. And then it's going to create this beautiful tree. And you're just smooshing it. Smush, smush trees. Smush, smush trees. The round one. Yeah. That's just the one that I'm using. You can use a different brush for your trees.
You must sleep like a baby. Yeah, right. One, two,
Right over here in the morning. Over here in the morning.
You always gotta be more, it's not really my hand. I think it's I fall. I've seen people fall and get cut. Yeah, I think
So you're going to do a little shot, you're going to go out. Yeah. So what you're going to do here, and when you get in there, you dance around. So you use the soft feet.
Yeah, I really like the trees.
That's why that's.
Yeah.
I know, I'm trying. Oh, that's really good to like that. Okay. You know what? How about just your present day? Would you like to do that? No, it's good, actually. What are you thinking, Carol? Are you an artist?
See now, with that block,
I'm sure you are.
You should, right? Oh, as a Leonardo. I'm thinking, gosh, I don't even know. I wish what did they steal? Sit on under the well,
Just putting your initials on.
Absolutely.
we're worried somebody's gonna steal it.
I would be.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. I'm gonna come around show up each person. If there is a possibility to do a group photo, that would be really great. If not, I think we're good. It's up to you. I'll never force anyone to go to a picture. But I'm just gonna show all of yours as we go along. If you feel like yours is not, don't worry. If you slap my hand, I won't start. Well, you don't slap me. I'm just gonna go around and show you everybody. Slowly just work through your painting. We are going to be slowly finishing up. Hey everybody, I'm gonna show this one. Check it out.
Yeah, like that.
I love how everyone's turned out very different.
Which one, Dave?
It might have been.
One, it says the battery is dying right now. So what I'll do is, yeah, it's actually about to croak. But I don't like cutting, but that's fine.
It's coming. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, right? Sometimes it's just, practice makes perfect and we don't exactly know, but it just becomes the back. I was getting too much. Well, sometimes like it's Get some really good laughs. I was hoping to get an image.
How would I know? Your cameras don't react.
I mean, there
Now,
are.
is it also showing up at the delivery set so that the title is showing up in the picture now too? For clean? Okay. So that must be a permanent setting.
Yeah.
This way.
Yeah, this is like.
Okay. So we'll just leave this like this.
And I mean, if you have more time.
I'm running. We've got 14.
Good job. Good job. Good job, everybody. Good. Everyone's, I see it. Monday. It's unique. All of it. Can you see how the colors are talking to each other? Like they have a relationship together, right? It's very, very nice. It's something. It kind of reminds me. Oh, just gorgeous. So this is like I don't often paint this style. That's why I think this is the style I decide when I like painting. Beautiful. Good job. There's always someone who really goes outside the box. I love it. It's all about being you. Hey everybody, take a look here. I'm very proud of this as well. Isn't that incredible? So little by little, step by step, we got this accomplished. Amazing. Now this, yeah.
Can I tell you?
And another one.
Yeah, like that one too,
Yeah, that's what I can't pick favorites.
Oh, you sign it too, there's a signature. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I will.
I said it's your, I said, the next thing about this, if you want to put this for somebody, you don't like. About the toilet, we're gonna sit and look at it.
Then you can come and get me. Putting it on this thing. And then you can come and get them.
I just was wanting to remind, so I'm really excited that I would actually, somebody remind. There are many different ways that we can send our paintings. You can put your first, your last name initials. You can take your thumb, lick it, stamp it to a wet spot on your canvas, because everyone's fingerprint is different. You can make a little swirl or sunshine, something that you're known for. I used to draw peace signs all the time when I was a kid. So sometimes when I do a fun painting, I'll throw a little peace sign in there. So just remember, just put maybe the date down on it. So you remember the date you did this. I don't know what you're going to do with these cactus, but I hope that you enjoy it, had a great time today. Thank you, everybody. We're going to just come around and I put the words together.
Oh, look at that. She was better than that.
Yes.
I think you should. In front of that camera, just where, I don't know where she is, just grab her. Yeah, just a little bit of extra. I know it's in a cap. Big, big.
And we're sleeping on the couch. I'm so glad you're all came out and do it again. Yeah. See what we can do. Share a picture.
I'll change these each time we do it again. I'd love to absolutely come back. Thank you for having me as well. And I'm really glad that you all had fun, because that is what it's about, is, doing something new, not being on the couch, being able to get out, see everybody.